So Courtney, I spent a lot of time when she was young training her to come on command, but now she doesn't seem to hear me. So literally, she's not looking at me. Hey, Nala, come. Nala, 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 come. She can't hear me.
Yeah.
Nala, come. Nala, come. The only way I can get her attention is if I watch her right now. I'll clap really loud, and then she'll hear me.
Sure.
This doesn't work, but see, that's it. That's the only thing she responds to now.
I mean, she is experiencing what a lot of humans experience on a daily basis, and that is presbycusis, age-related hearing loss. And the silver lining to that cloud is that a lot of dogs still respond to vibrations. So that loud clap she heard, she knew it was a vibration, felt it, or maybe it was just loud enough that she could hear it, and then she comes to you. There may not be anything you can do to necessarily preserve the hearing in her or to save it. It's going to go over time. But there's 3 things you can do for her environment to actually make it more enjoyable for her. Number 1, use her peripheral vision. So if you know that you're in the area, take a step to the side so that she can see you. Okay. Or throw a toy in the area, or just offer her a treat so that she knows you're in the area. 2, use light. If you're coming into a room, turn the lights on so that she can see you, or use a flashlight at night so that she knows what's going on. And then the last one is the hardest one, but I like it the most. Have her check in with you throughout the day. And that means every time she looks at you, she's greeted with a big smile or a treat, or she gets a toy. That causes you and her to constantly be in contact throughout the day. It's about retraining and making sure that you don't scare them.
So Courtney, I literally just finished writing a book called The Doctor's Diet that's about to come out.
Excellent.
It's all about how to help humans live longer, shed those excess pounds.
Sure.
With dogs, though, I'm hearing all these contrary things. Oh, never feed them whole grains. Never feed them this.
Right.
They're descendants of wolves.
Right.
What's the skinny on this?
Well, here's my challenge in that I want to be totally clear when I tell you there is no one right diet for every dog out there. There's a lot of amazing organic diets out there. There's a lot of great grain-free diets out there. But really what I want to focus on is that base your diet recommendations or what you feed your dog based on science, not necessarily on marketing. So,
because I'm feeding her like with humans.
Right.
There's vegetables in there. There's chicken.
Perfect.
There's whole grains. Yeah. But then you will see the ones say grain-free.
Sure.
And she doesn't like that as much.
Right. And I will definitely tell you, one thing that I use to make sure that I know you're feeding your dog well is how they're doing. How's Nala doing? Is she active? Does she look happy, healthy? Hair coat look great? Because I don't always change the food. If she's doing well right now, then for a lot of reasons, it doesn't necessarily make sense to change your diet.
So I leave all the time. Obviously, I can't talk to a dog on the phone. You can't Skype a dog. Right. I mean, luckily, Nala never misses an episode of The Doctors.
Right.
Not really. But what can I do to let her know, hey, I'm still around?
I love the idea that you recognize she misses you. It makes sense. So we all would miss you. Here's what I would suggest. Almost everything through her world is mediated through her nose, through sense of smell. So if you leave an old t-shirt by, that's great. But remember, they recognize our faces and our voices too. So having a picture of yourself around, or even having a picture of yourself on her favorite pillow, sounds crazy, but it's not a bad idea.
This is no joke, Courtney. There have been many times where The Doctors comes on, and she could not be less interested. Even when I'm in full screen screaming, she could care less.
She is not impressed.
No, she's not impressed with my TV, my TV hosting abilities.
Right, and it's going to be hard for you to leave a message for her when she can't really hear you that well. So what I would say is this. 2 tips. Definitely leave an old t-shirt by, and then keep some pictures of yourself around the house. And when people come over and they see pictures of you everywhere, remind them that it's just for Nala. It's not a vanity thing, okay, man?